Okay guys, here's some feedback from week 3, just on assignments, discussion boards, and the quiz. So hopefully this will be helpful for you moving forward to help you improve grades and improve your experience in the class. The first thing I would say is get all the easy points. What do I mean by that? Make sure you're posting all your discussion boards. Make sure you're replying to your classmates. Make sure you're completing the survey at the end of the week. Make sure the assessment at the end of the week, the evaluation is what I'm talking about. The evaluation at the end of the week, helpful hints. And make sure on your reading reviews that you are utilizing your book and your notes and Google and whatever else to make sure all your answers are correct so that you're not submitting incorrect answers. So that would be my second point for you, is reading reviews are assignments, not quizzes. Use your book and notes. So make sure you're using that. Make sure you're getting 100% every week. If there's something you're not understanding from those assignments, make sure you're emailing me and we're getting in touch as far as those kinds of things go. So that was kind of that. The next thing is understand format. So this is where I'm going to spend the bulk of the time this week. So we're going to open up a new slide here and kind of go over here. The questions on the quiz are something like that. What is the combining form for hair? So the correct answers is hilo or trike. Those are the correct answers. Oftentimes in the quiz, what I will see is stuff like this, pilo, and this is incorrect due to format. You have to have that backslash in there when you're writing a combining form. If you don't put it in, it's incorrect. Okay. Also, I will see sometimes other formats such as This is also incorrect. That's not the correct format. On top of this, sometimes we'll see incorrect spelling, such as this. Even if it's put in like this, this is incorrect because the spelling is incorrect. So you have to understand spelling and formatting, and you have to know what they're asking for. For example, if the question had been, what is the root word for skin? Then your answer would be derm or dermat or cutane, right? Those are the root words, okay? If you had written on this, if you had written derm o or dermat o or cutane o, right? All those would be incorrect because those are all combining forms. Those are not root words. So you need to know what they're asking for, if they're asking for root words or if they're asking for combining forms. So the last thing that I'll just go over with you here is, what if they're saying this? What is the medical term for someone who studies skin? Dermatol. That is the right word, right? Now, are we using the combining form? Yes, we are. The O is there. But when we write out complete medical terms, we do not leave that backslash in there. If you were to leave that backslash in there, this would be incorrect. It would be an incorrect format. So you have to know what they're asking for. Do they want you to write the combining form? Do they want you to write the root word? Do they want you to write the complete medical term? Depending on what they're asking for, that's going to indicate your answer. Okay, so that's one thing. I saw a lot of points missed on that. People who would have otherwise had 9s or 10s on the quiz ended up with something a lot less than that because of this. They missed every question. They had to write something out because they didn't understand formatting. If you're not understanding something, it tells me two things. One, you're not spending enough time, or two, you're not asking questions. If you are spending enough time and not asking questions, I would encourage you to start asking questions. Post them on the questions discussion board, email me, call me, text me, whatever it is that works best for you. So the next thing is you have to know all words that have two or more possible answers. So what do I mean by this? Every quiz from here on out, you're going to get questions like this. Which of the following are combining forms for hair? Because hair has two possible answers, they want to know that you know all the answers for hair. So they're going to have a list of 4 or 5 answers, and in there are going to be pylo and tricho. And you're going to have to click on both of those to get the answer right for that question. So you need to know. And this week there's several. When we're thinking about the digestive system, there's several words that have multiple medical terms. And you're going to have to know those every week. They're going to quiz you on them every week. They're going to put them in a multiple choice question with a bunch of different answers, and you're going to have to be able to identify the words, either the root words or the combining forms that mean what they're asking you for. So you need to know, like on this one, pylo would be an answer, tricho would be an answer, dermat would be an answer, onycho would be an answer, right? And you need to check here for the correct answer to get the points for the question. So make sure you're paying special attention to those kinds of words, as they'll be very important going forward. Okay. Next one is matching. Everybody loves matching games, and every quiz is going to have a matching section. So you need to be aware. My suggestion to you for matching section is to memorize and associate and to work with a study partner. Okay, you need to spend time in this course in the memorization games. And you need, if that means you've got to associate them to something, if you got to make up a little song, if you're a visual learner, you need to draw a picture. I had a student who did an awesome job, drew a picture every week, labeled things. Whatever you need to do, you're going to have to know those terms. Several of you missed multiple on the matching, and in going over the matching section, it is simply and purely didn't spend enough time or didn't think they had to memorize all the terms, tried to memorize some of the terms. You've got to know all the terms. That's why I give you lists every week. That's why Terminology Builder has a list every week. You need to know those terms. They need to be memorized. And they need to be associated if that works for you, or whatever works. This week, the Helpful Hints discussion board is all about how you're preparing for the matching section of the quiz. So hopefully you'll review what some of your classmates are doing, and if you're not doing well in that matching section, then you can put that into practice and do well with that this coming week. So that's the main feedback. I thought the quiz overall, it was very well. Everybody did very well. Lots of 9s, lots of 10s, lots of 8s. 8 and above, I'm very happy with. Once we start getting below 8, I start to get a little worried about things. So if you're falling into that category, again, email me, text me, call me. post on the page. We can set up a time to get on Adobe Connect together, Zoom together, or whatever, Skype, whatever works for you. And we can make sure we go over this so that we're getting things ironed out for you and you can do well in the course. If you have any questions, give me a call. It was a great week 3. I expect equally or better things in week 4 from everybody, so have a great week.